So, you've made it to the mountain, you've got athletes, you're getting ready for your day. You log into Team Tracker, and this is what you see. Nothing on your schedule right now. In this case, what you'll want to do is go ahead and click the Add Missing on Today. That'll bring up a new page, and you'll see if there's any events that are already in the system that you simply just need to add yourself to. In this case, we don't have any events, so we're going to go down deeper to the Add Missing Event section. In this case, we can create a title for this event. The drop-down will drop down to show you existing events titles and perhaps letting you use one of those where it makes sense. Otherwise, you can continue to type your own name in and move on to the next thing. Select the location that that's at, and from the active seasons, choose the season. There's usually only one, so it's not really a problem. Then your program type, if there's multiple, select the one that you think is most appropriate, and then move on to choosing the hours for this particular event. We're going to create one that's an all-day event, so we're going to go with a full-day session, and then click Add. That's really it. You've created the event so that if you go back to your home page, you'll now see that on today, I have an event. Now in the morning, the next task is really to take roll and say who's coming to this event. So at that point, it had automatically taken us to this page, but I went back to show us how that event looks. You can get back to it by clicking that organize link. And this brings you to a page allowing you to organize. So right now it's showing all the athletes that are on this session. There's none. So at this point, I'm going to add an athlete. So we're going to add Sebastian, and we're going to click the Add button. And once that's done, it's going to add him up here. We'll notice that we're looking at all athletes. So under the actions, we can see that we can either remove that athlete, we can go look at that athlete's information, his media, and his goals right from this interface. The assignment to a particular coach just allows you to organize the day. So you've got this event, you've got two coaches at this event, and you perhaps have multiple athletes. By assigning them, you can kind of split the group and record who took who. At the end of the day, multiple athletes or an athlete can be assigned to multiple coaches so that you both can give athletes feedback, but for sake of organization, from this perspective, we only allow one to be assigned at a time. So when we get to the daily report, you can actually add that existing athlete, so that if you wanted to give, if you both did half day, you can add feedback each, and that all works good. So the other feature of this page is if you were kind of the main coach trying to kind of organize things, what you might want to do is also add your other coaches that are there. In that case, there's a special button off to the side that creates a drop down here to add that particular member as a coach. So if I click that and add, it'll disappear. And then in this list, you can see that Jacob is in the list as well, which now will allow me to assign that athlete to either myself or to Jacob. In this case, I'm going to assign it to Jacob. And in that case, now I can go back to this list and say, who does Jacob have? Well, Jacob has Sebastian. And if I go back to myself, you can see that nobody's been assigned to me. And if I look at the unassigned, there's nobody that's not been assigned to a coach for the day. Now, if the athletes have been assigned to Jacob, but they're not assigned to me, when I go to the report now, which is the daily report at the end of the day, you'll notice that I don't have any athletes. In this case, because Sebastian was assigned to Jacob, he's not actually assigned to me, so he doesn't automatically show up on my list. But I'm able to go ahead and add that athlete directly here and then continue to add feedback for him in particular even though this one is assigned to Jacob. The net of this is that you'll want to add athletes on your daily report if they don't appear automatically. And if you want to kind of skip that step in the future, you can simply assign those athletes to yourself on the organize page, which you can get back to by going back through this process and getting back to this page and ensuring that the athletes are assigned to you before you try to do your daily report. Now remember, all this can be accessed on the day of by, on this home page, you can go directly to the organize page, the upload page, or the daily report page right from this interface. Otherwise, the daily report will also show up until submitted in your right-hand page. And by clicking report there, again, we skip directly to the daily report section and can move on from there. Hope you have fun. Thanks. Let us know if you have any trouble. Have a good day.